In July 2010, a group from my church called Aggies For Christ traveled to Cambodia to do mission work for 5 weeks. Cambodia is one of the poorest countries in the world with a population of 15 million people. We worked in the capital, Phnom Penh, teaching English using Bible stories. On the weekends, we traveled throughout the country visiting different cities and villages. One weekend, we traveled to a Buddhist temple in the middle of rice fields and coconut trees. Before we pulled onto the road that led to the temple, our guide, who was a Cambodian, told us not to carry money in our pockets. The reason? Children are taught how to steal money out of the visitors' pockets. These children are so desperate for any food or money, they will do whatever it takes to survive. As we pulled in, I looked outside of my window and saw a boy in a red plaid shirt start running along the van. Pulling into the parking lot, we were surrounded by so many children. Some selling bracelets, some fanning us, and some asking us questions like, "How long have you been in Cambodia?" We started our journey climbing what seemed like an infinite number of stairs. Focusing on the temple ahead of me, I could feel a cool breeze coming from my side. I looked down to see the little boy in the red plaid shirt fanning me. Continuing our hike through the hills towards the temple, we encountered steeper and steeper steps. The little boy in the red plaid shirt ran a few steps ahead of me, stopped, turned around, and grabbed my hand to assist me in climbing the steep steps. My heart just melted for this little boy. As we walked the steps, one of the fellow Aggies, whose family resides in Cambodia, told us the history on these children. Most of them do not have parents, live in rundown shacks, get very little education, and work every day trying to earn at least $1. After visiting the Buddhist temple, we headed back towards the van. One of the boys in our group decided to go buy all of us water. He handed us our cold water bottles as we loaded up into the van. The little boy in the red plaid shirt ran to my window, knocked on it, and motioned with his hand that he would like a drink. I asked the girl in our group if it would be okay if I gave him my water bottle. She said, "It would do more harm than good to give him your water bottle." The older boys would beat him up to get not only the water, but also the plastic bottle to sell for a few cents. My heart just broke as I sat there and saw the thirst and hunger in his eyes. Before I traveled to Cambodia, I had no idea how rich of a country we live in and how poor of a country Cambodia is. Through this experience, I have been able to appreciate the little things in life so much more. I also have been made aware of the poverty level children live through every single day. I'm able to talk about this experience with my students to help them understand how grateful they should be, being able to sit in an air-conditioned room, getting a free education with a cold water fountain down the hall. Never will I forget the boy in the red plaid shirt.